Hey Cancer, welcome in. Let's go ahead and get a reading for the month of December. So we are in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is ninth house energy, which is focused around travel, adventure, spirituality, belief systems, your passion for life. Foreign travel could come up. Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion, growth, abundance, wisdom, good fortune, and faith. So welcome in. So we're going to look at how can you create more honest and meaningful connections with others? Where do you need more faith and trust in the universe? And where is the next journey taking you? So welcome in, Cancer. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Woo, and that just flipped right out. It looks like you got two. So I thought I would pull well, first off, I was really feeling drawn to animals with Sagittarius energy. So both cards heavily feature animals. So you have Elder Deer, which says soften into love. These two cards represent the main theme of the energy of the month. So theme or overall energy this month. So Elder Deer, soften into love, card number 13. These could also be animal totems too for you for the month. And then we have Elder Loon, dive deep. Interesting. So dive deep and soften into love. So it does sound like you're being, gosh, what I'm hearing is being pushed, being pushed deeper into opening your heart, softening your heart and feeling, which is interesting to say because Cancer, most, excuse me, most Cancers, I mean, you guys are water signs. So feeling, that's something that you do. And we've got water featured on this card too. So that makes me wonder if maybe you guys are avoiding feeling or you're not wanting to feel, which I totally understand. We all definitely have times in our life where, you don't want to feel because the feelings you're feeling suck or it's really hard, it's dense, or you have just a lot on your plate and you need to stay focused. So just sending you tons of love, but you are going to be challenged, I guess would be a better word, challenged into diving deep and softening into love. So feeling your feelings, opening up your heart. I'm also hearing being receptive to spirit. So I'm wondering if your guides are trying to offer some insight or offer some assistance, and maybe part of this not wanting to feel is you closing your connection off to source. So take a look at that. And I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but when you cut off your feelings and you cut off your ability to feel, you are cutting yourself off to source. So if you're working on developing your gifts, connecting to your guides, you have to feel. It's part of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the questions. And also, if you'd like to book a one-on-one, my info's below. If you're wanting to dive deeper into something or just see what's going on with you on a deeper level. How can you create more honest and meaningful connections with others? So let's take a look at that for Cancer. I'm also really feeling a lot of galactic energy around Cancers at this time. Okay, how can you create more honest and meaningful connections with others? Where do you need more faith and trust in the universe? I'm also hearing faith in self with this. Where's your next journey taking you? All right, so let's see what's coming up for you. So where can you create more honest and meaningful relationships with others? We have the Eight of Swords. And this very much is representing what I was talking about at the very beginning, closing yourself off. Um, Swords is communication, thinking thoughts, your ability to communicate. Um, but it's almost like as you have, for whatever reason, you're trying to close off how you're feeling, you're also shutting down communication. So be open to having conversations and speaking your mind, being very honest and truthful about how you're feeling, what's going on with you. Reach out for help if you need it from others. But going radio silent, pretending that things are okay if they're not, is not going to be helpful, and that's also not going to help you connect with other people. So keep that in mind this month. Where do you need more faith or trust in the universe? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting, King of Pentacles in reverse. That when I see the King of Pentacles in reverse, I always think of greed, control, being really in your ego, wanting to dominate and control everything. I'm not really feeling that here with you guys. I don't feel that. It's not about greed, it's not about ego. Maybe a little bit about ego. But there's definitely a fear here around trusting the universe, trusting the unknown, trusting that something that you can't see or maybe really perceive of having your best interest at heart, but it does. So the universe, your guides, source energy, they very much want the best for you. That doesn't mean that wanting the best for you doesn't come with struggles, because that's definitely how we expand our energy and really kind of push ourselves in that regard. But the universe is not going to lead you astray. You might feel lost at times walking your path and trusting in something, and trusting in the unknown. But the universe does have your back. It really does. And the universe wants the best for you. So do your best to soften, not control. You have no control anyway. Soften, be open, and relax as much as you possibly can. Feels like Cancers, it feels like you guys are really going through a lot. If expanding, learning new things, learning I feel a lot of sadness here is what I'm feeling with Cancer. So, feel what you feel, you know, feel it. But your guides really want you to know that you're loved, you're supported. Do ask them for help. Along with this communication card, communicate, speak your mind, ask for what you need, ask for what you want from humans and people in your life, but also from your guides. So they're just wanting me to remind you that we have free will and they cannot intervene unless we ask. The last question, where is your next journey leading you? And we have the Emperor card here. So, and I feel like this card here, this is what you're being prepared for. And the Emperor is leadership. So people are really going to be looking up to you, coming to you for advice, maybe coming to you for advice and counsel on what you're currently going through. I feel like that's why the message of, feel what you feel. Don't be afraid to, dive deep into whatever's coming up for you. I feel like these experiences they're teaching you because you're going to be helping others through something similar. So leadership, a leveling up here. You know, and this, I mean, this could be leadership in the sense of like, you know, maybe you get a raise or a different position at work, but that's not really what I'm feeling here. This feels like leadership in your everyday life, a leveling up of your spirituality, a leveling up of your um, conscious awareness, being more intuitive, and really helping to lead people not only from the, intellectual knowledge, but from the emotional, spiritual, wisdom. And that's wisdom that we get from experiencing life, living life, and feeling. That's like a big part of that. So big stuff going on with cancers. I will just say that there's big energy around you. So we've got the 4. So we have 2 4s. We have 2 8 energies coming in. So fours are a feminine energy that focuses more around stability, boundaries, feeling confined, your structure, your ability to manifest. So it feels like maybe you're needing to structure your life a little differently, or because of the events and things happening in your life, the stability and structure that you once had is no longer going to be there. So that's forcing you to, restructure the way things are. uh, the 8, the energy of 8, that's another feminine energy, which is interesting, um, because you're being asked to really feel your emotions, tap into that feminine energy. So the number of 8 in tarot, anyway, is focused on speed, change, determination, your routine, and how, fast or slow you move through these energies. So just as a side note, that felt important to point out. So Cancers, I am just sending you tons of love. I hope you have a fantastic December. If there is something that you're going through, and you would like to book a reading, my info is below. Just sending you tons of love.